This is a tutorial to help you figure out how to animate your applet. So what I have so far in my update method is I've come up with 4 different pictures that I'm calling frames. In every one I do the same background. So I'm going to set a background of this color that I've created using the HSB color. My frame 1, if I run it, will look like this, where you have the text down there. And note, I am using a wrapper method for text. You won't find this method to find it anywhere else. It is in my code right here with my wrapper methods. Frame 2 is very similar. Again, I'm calling the text. So if you want to see frame 2, you first have to comment out frame 1 and then uncomment frame 2. So when I compile it and run it, frame 2 will show up and not frame 1. This is slightly different. My text, this is easy, grew and it moved up. Frame 3, I'll do the same thing. And when I was figuring out what the frames should look like, this is how I went about my development. I commented out the previous frames and I worked on this one till it looked like what I wanted to see. And when I was finished with it, I went on to the next frame. So this one, again, a different color, a different font, a different size. It's moved up again. And frame 4 looks different again. So each individual frame has to be drawn separately. And once I know what those frames look like, then I can animate switching back and forth between the different frames. First step, done. Second step, create my animation method. I'm going to take all the frames. I'm leaving my background where it is in the update method. So the update method contains the lines that draw part of the picture that does not change. It is in every single frame. So cut these out, and I will go up here and make my animation method. So those frames that I've already defined, I'm going to paste in here. Now at this point, I'm going to uncomment all my frames, and I want to take turns between displaying them. How do I take turns? I use a decision type statement, which means if. If my frame is the first one, I want to do frame 1. Else, if my frame is the second one, I want to do this frame 2. Else, if my frame is the third one, I want to do my frame 3. Else, if my frame is equal to the fourth one, I want to do my frame 4. So now I have a decision structure set up to only do one frame at a time. But how am I going to switch between the different frames? And what is frame? Frame doesn't exist yet. If I try to compile this, I'll get errors. So I need to define frame, and I'm going to put that right up at the top with my image and graphics. And I want to start off with the first frame, so I'm just going to make it equal to 1 at the start. So down here, I will do frame 1. But as is, I will only ever do frame 1. So here's frame 1. But I don't see my text for some reason. I'll have to fix that. So I want to switch back and forth between my frames. Oh, wait. If frame equals... Ah, wait. I didn't even do frame 1. I didn't do frame 1 because down here I didn't actually call my method animate. So after I draw that rectangle, I want to animate. What frame am I going to draw? Now let me try this again. Now I should see, there it is. This is easy. Yeah. Okay, so switch between my frames. Once I've drawn my frame, if my frame is the last one, then I want to go back to the beginning. But if it wasn't the last one, I just want to go on to the next frame. So now this should take me through each frame one at a time, and my animation should take place. Okay, good luck.